for Conor McGregor too, and I'm changing gears a little bit here, but Conor's going to fight again in the UFC. Like, he is a fighter. He is a mixed martial artist.
He'll fight this year.
And this is what he wants to do. Like, yeah, there's a monetary component to it, but there's no way for him to scratch the competitive itch that he's trying to scratch anywhere else but the octagon. So
yeah, the whiskey sales aren't doing it for him. Like, he did that, right? So I think for Conor, I just think his team needs to sit down and go, we know you want to fight Makhachev. We know you want to do this, Charles Oliveira.
Yeah.
No, you've been out too long. The game doesn't work like this. Let's get a win, get the fans back on your side, and then go for that big shot, and then maybe ride off into the sunset. But Tony Ferguson makes a lot of sense. Chandler would be fun for him. The tough fights. But to go straight to the tip of the spear, the Kamaru Usmans or the Charles Oliveira's or the Makhachevs, like, no, dude, you've been out too long.
Right.
Don't another loss, and it's just game set match.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be surprised to see him back at 55. Obviously, he would only be back at 55 for the undisputed lightweight championship. What about Masvidal? Does that?
Oh, that does it for me.
Yeah.
That does. Oh, that's.
I think that's interesting at welterweight, and maybe there would be more upside to that matchup for Conor than a Ferguson fight.
55 is gonna be tough for him.
Yeah, I think so too.
He's too juicy in a good way. Like, he's jacked.
Yeah, but no, I mean, it's interesting because in terms of superstars, like, the biggest thing that I am charged with is humanizing our athletes and helping the promotion create stars. And it's always funny to me when people say, like, dude, like, yeah, there's never going to be another Conor McGregor, right? Like, Paddy Pimblett is a star, but, like, nobody's going to reach Conor's level. I feel pretty convicted in saying that.
Not
but the notion
lifetime.
that there aren't going to be other stars, right? Like, dude, I remember in 2017 we were having this conversation, and then Israel Adesanya goes on to headline like 25% of our pay-per-views for the next 4 years, right? And then Paddy Pimblett and Alex Pineda, on and on it goes.
So Sean,
exactly.
These guys coming out of nowhere,
Right.
Like, it's always going to be there. It's always going to be there. You just don't know who it's going to be. I do think, as far as like those big pay-per-view stars, it's just it's a different business model now. The Conor days of those huge pay-per-view superstars are gone. I think now your biggest pay-per-view star is probably Izzy.
Yeah. But like, last year was like a good year for the hardcores, right? Like pay-per-views like Charles Oliveira versus Islam Makhachev, right? But like, for me, like, do I get more excited for Charles Oliveira versus Islam Makhachev or the BMF title fight, right? Like, to me, we've had a lot of highly competitive, highly compelling matchups between the best fighters in the world that maybe aren't doing north of 300,000 pay-per-view buys.
And I don't care.
Dude, right. I mean, these are the biggest, best fights in the world.
Yeah, agree.